Hello everybody, I'm Marcus Blake, the editor and producer of That Nerd Show. And today I'd like to talk to you about a great cause that you should donate to. Now we don't often do this, but when it's a very worthy cause, we'll make a video and ask for your donations. And what the cause is to send Scott Cooper to AllCon, a convention held here in Dallas, so he can be on the Game of Thrones panel and tell you who's going to sit on the Iron Throne. Now, to explain a little bit more about what this is, every year That Nerd Show does a panel at this great convention. And this year we are doing a Game of Thrones panel titled We Know Who Sits on the Iron Throne. It's about our theories, using evidence to point out who we suspect is going to be on the Iron Throne at the end of Season 8. But one of our panelists, who we're trying to send to AllCon, is Scott Cooper. And he is really the expert that truly knows that who's going to sit on the Iron Throne, that has the real answer. Now, Scott Cooper is an all-around great nerd, a LARP enthusiast, a veteran, and a blacksmith. And when it comes to a medieval world, if there's anybody that really knows anything besides maesters and warriors, it's always the blacksmith, because they are the individuals who are seen and not heard. They fashion all the weapons and deal with all sorts of people, and when it comes to finding the intricacies of what's going on in such things like Game of Thrones, or really looking at the evidence, it's always the blacksmith. And for our panel this year, we have Scott Cooper, a blacksmith. So we are trying to raise money to bring him down to Dallas, Texas as a guest panelist with That Nerd Show for We Know Who Sits on the Iron Throne. Now, we're not asking for a lot of money. We're only asking for $1,500, a small budget to get him here, to put him up in a hotel, you know, food and drinks, you know, stuff like that. We've already gotten a few donations, but we're looking for more. Now, for you Game of Thrones fans out there, and for you That Nerd Show fans out there, I know everybody is wanting to know who sits on the Iron Throne, but like I said, if you're a Game of Thrones fan or a That Nerd Show fan, then this is something you want to donate to, even if it's just $5. Because what we're going to be doing is we're going to be filming our panel. We'll be doing a live panel for those that are in Dallas, and then we're going to film it and release it after AllCon. But it will have the best answers to who sits on the Iron Throne. Okay? Theories, evidence, and I know since we all have to basically wait 13 months until the show returns, we all want to know who sits on the Iron Throne. And that's why we're trying to get our buddy Scott Cooper down to AllCon, because he's going to know more than most. Now, for those of you that aren't familiar with AllCon, I wanted to explain a little bit about what this is. This is the greatest fan convention in Dallas, Texas. This was basically put together over 10 years ago by fans for fan panels, activities. It's not all about the celebrities, it's about nerds coming together and basically partying for 4 days and doing different things, everything from nerd burlesque, nerd dating, trivia panels, Game of Thrones panels like we're doing, Star Wars, Star Trek. It's also a great place for cosplay. If you love to dress up, if you love to showcase your many talents when it comes to costuming, this is the place to be. Like I said, this is pretty much totally run by fans. Now, if you're an individual out there that doesn't have a lot of friends, you feel like you're kind of ostracized a little bit and nobody gets you because you're a nerd, this is the best place to be, because we're all those people. And when it comes to the friendships that you can have for a lifetime, that's AllCon's the best place to meet great friends. That's where we met our friend Scott Cooper many years ago. So I'm asking everybody to make a small donation to get him to AllCon this year. And the reason we're having to raise money is because Scott is such a great guy and has given away money to friends who are in need. And, you know, being a veteran, has gone back to school and on a limited budget, we want him to be able to come down to AllCon this year, and we want him to be able to partake of the Game of Thrones panel with That Nerd Show. So again, we're only asking for what you can give. We're only trying to raise $1,500. More, I mean, if we get more, that's great, but we do need your help. Now, All-Con's in the next couple of weeks here in Dallas, Texas, so we don't have much time to raise this money, so we're asking for your help. If you're a fan of Game of Thrones, if you're a That Nerd Show fan, if you are just a fan of Scott Cooper or want to come hang out at All-Con and meet this guy who's also a cosplayer, we'll have some fantastic costumes, then donate. Now, there are some things that we're giving away, and you can go to the GoFundMe website and see some of the things that he's doing. Being a blacksmith, you can get some custom metalwork, weapons, things that he is, like I said, giving away, and some things that are related to Game of Thrones. So, like I said, this is a great cause. We need everybody's help. Please send a great nerd to All-Con to be part of our panel. Thank you.